Hello everyone, this is Anya DecoToes. Welcome back. Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. I did a mini Ulta haul. I bought some makeup and I just really wanted to share it with you guys. So before I start, the majority of the products that I bought were actually inspired by recommendations of Ellie Lines, which is here on YouTube, and I watch her like all the time. I just think every time she does her makeup, it looks so stunning that I would literally be willing to buy everything that she recommends if only I could. But I thought I'd at least try some of it. In one of my last makeup videos, I get a comment that I had a reflection from the light coming from my mirror in my eyes that apparently bothered some. So I tried doing it without the light in my room with my lighting that I use for all of my videos to just not have that reflection in my eyes, and it completely failed. So I filmed the whole thing and the whole video just turned out so bad. I couldn't see what I was doing because my whole face was in the shadow. So now I'm just going to tell you how I got the look that I'm wearing today on my eyes, just my eyeshadow, before I show you any of the rest of the makeup. So this is the palette that I used on my eyes in this look, and the close-up of the palette inside before I used it, I will have to insert from the other clip that I filmed. Here is this palette. What? I love it. I love it. I love it. So here is the look that I created with this palette. So first off, I started out by priming my eyes, and then to just set the primer, I used the shade Deja Vu. Then into the crease, I went in with Desire, which is that mustardy shade. And that was an intense shade with a lot of color payoff. Then I went with the shade Vibin, and I went in the inner corner and in the outer corner just to add a darker color. To deepen up the outer corner, I went with Hot Toddy, which is a deeper brown color. Then in the middle of the lid, first I went in with Melt, which is just a very light matte shadow. And then on top of that, I went with Good Night, which is a light shimmer shadow. However, I did top it off with Bedtime Story, which is this like super shiny, sparkly glitter shade. And then I'm gonna pop right here on the screen a ColourPop Super Shock shadow that I have also purchased, and I just added that in the inner corners because I just really wanted to use the shadow, and that's the only place that I could think of. It didn't lighten the inner corner or inner third of the eyelid a little bit and added a lot of sparkle, but I really like the way it turned out, and I'm sorry you missed my application of this. So for the next ones, I'm just gonna go back into my bathroom and use my mirror with the light, and hopefully that won't bother too many of you. Alright, so before I start on the eyes, I'm going to line my lips with this NYX lip pencil in the color Nude Suede Shoes, another one of Allie's recommendations. So first I'm going to outline the lips and then fill them in. I have totally been meaning to sharpen this and I forgot, but we're just going to ignore that. I will have to sharpen it for next time because now it's like scratching my lips. But this is what it looks like. It's a very nice nude color, and I'm just gonna top it off with some like lip balm just to give my lips a little more moisture. Alright, and now for the product that inspired this whole video. So I've heard mostly Ellie, but also other YouTubers talking about E.L.F. products, and I gotta tell you, I've never tried anything from E.L.F. I don't believe, like, even before I started using all the high-end makeup. And E.L.F. is a drugstore makeup. It's very affordable. So the thing that I really wanted to try is these E.L.F. bite size eyeshadow, and this one is in rose water. And what I want to do is only use these 4 shades. I am going to use all of them on my lids today. And I just want to see like what look we can create with this. I'm super excited. So we have 2 shimmer shades. The one next to my foot and the third one. And then there's a light kind of pinkish shade and like a brownish shade. The brownish shade does have some shimmer glitter in it, but not a lot. And my eyes are already primed, so I'm just gonna go in with this fluffy brush and put the lightest shade, the pinkish shade, into the crease and just blend it upwards. Okay, I really like this color. It's not like a pink, it's more like a dusty pink. And let me tell you, I think I finally figured out why I've been so kind of serious in my videos lately. I feel a whole lot more comfortable when I am alone in the house when I film. I just feel like, you know, it's just me and the camera and nobody can hear me, and I just feel so relaxed then. But as you know, with the pandemic and all of that, I am never home alone these days, and especially being in a new place, in a new state. So I think that's what the problem is. I have to just kind of push through that and work through it and really just open up. Oh my goodness, I love this shade. Absolutely love this shade, I'm telling you. I do feel like this whole look is going to be pretty simple. I mean, you only have 4 shadows to work with, so this is like really nice for quick and easy days. Alright, next we're going to go in with the 2 shimmer shades, and I think what I want to do is start with the lightest on like the inner part of the lid, and then move on to the deeper shimmer shade, and then put the brown darkest color on the outer part of the eye. And I do want the look to be kind of precise, so I mean, I'll start with a dry flat brush first and see how these apply. But so far, the first shade, the transition shade, applied so beautifully. I don't think I mentioned it, but these are $3. So talk about amazing value, especially for how they work. So far, I'm impressed. And again, I mean, now I'm gonna feel like I wanna buy them all. They do have quite a few shades. Okay, so the first one is applied. I am going to go in with my sponge applicator and just see if that makes any difference. Okay. Yeah, it is looking a little more intense. It is. So I think if I want a more precise look, I have to like start with the brush just to get that edge, and then just go in with the other one. Now I'm going in with the darker shimmer shade, and I just want to say, this video made me want to do like my makeup favorites video. Oh my goodness, you guys just know I love making videos about things I'm really passionate about, and words cannot describe how much I enjoy and love makeup. And I don't think eyeshadow makes the biggest difference. Like, that wouldn't be if I had to choose one makeup product, that wouldn't be it. However, it is my favorite makeup product. And here's why. I absolutely love color. Oh my goodness, do I love color. I mean, color on anything. Furniture, wall paint colors, clothes. I mean, you name it, I love it. I'm serious. So eyeshadow obviously is like the most colorful part of a makeup, and that's why I have been just like, I want to buy every palette that's out there, literally. And I really wish I could, but I can't, but that's okay. I get what I can, you know? So here are the two shades. I mean, there is a difference between the shade on the lid. The one is definitely lighter and the other one is definitely darker. Not like a, you know, visible from a mile away kind of a difference, but it's there. So now we're gonna move into the darkest shade in here, and of course my ColourPop little triangular brush. I love this brush. It's the E18 brush. This just helps me get a nicer line at the end, making sure that I don't like go overboard and put the eyeshadow too low, which I tend to do. Ooh, this is nice. This is such a beautiful shade. It's not like a, it's almost like a very cool brown with a hint of purple, I want to say grayish, kind of like a mauve brown. It's stunning. I've cleaned my fluffy brush off and I'm just gonna blend this out. And also, I feel like I have been wearing so much more makeup. I've been hearing different things. Some people don't use as much makeup as they would normally now that, you know, we are in a pandemic. So when you go out, you have to wear a mask, which then makes makeup kind of pointless because everything just rubs off. But I really love the way this looks. Like, really love it. Alright, before I continue, this is the end of the top lid, so I'm just gonna kind of do the same to the bottom lash line. So just mimicking all the colors that are on top, I'm gonna put them on the bottom. And then I will meet you for the next product. But before I do that, let me just finish my thought. So I feel like I've been on Zoom a lot lately, and this is what I put makeup on for. So I kind of feel like on camera you can't see the makeup as much as you would in person. So I feel like I kind of go overboard with it just to make sure that it's visible. But you know, so yeah, I have been wearing so much more makeup than I normally would, and I've been really enjoying it. And for the days where I do go somewhere and I have to wear a mask, I just like focus on my eyes and just like really try to make my eyes stand out because the rest of my face is covered. So that's that. I've been loving my makeup, if you can't tell. Alright, I'll be right back with the next product. Alright, so after replacing the battery that just died, I finished the eye. Oh my goodness, do I love it. I absolutely love it. And it was so quick and easy to do. Like, I don't have to think about what shadows I use. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my big palettes and I wouldn't get rid of them. But for the days that you just need quick makeup, I think these like 4 shadow palettes are like perfect. I mean, they're perfect. I love it. And I love the colors. I love the way it turned out. So let's continue. So I was in need of a black waterproof eyeliner, and I got this one. I think the shade is Call Me. It's from Buxom. I've never used anything from Buxom, but I have tried this eye pencil eyeliner before, meaning in the past few days I've been trying it, and it glides on like butter, and it's so intense. And so what I do with this is I tightline. I usually don't do like an eyeliner all the way across my lid, just because I have hooded eyelids. I don't like the space to be taken away by a black line. but I do like deepening up the lash line. So I'm just gonna go in, and not all the way across the lash line, but just on the outer third or so. Now I have noticed that it does just a tiny bit transfer onto my lower lid, but nothing serious. And you guys, I used to like not do makeup. It wasn't until my subscription boxes that I really got into makeup and good makeup. Plus I feel like the makeup industry in general has like boomed in the past few years, so they've definitely improved a lot, and there's just so much out there, and they keep coming up with new stuff all the time. So it's just really fun to try all these things. But now is when I can truly say that I have my favorite products. And that's why I constantly feel like this, you know, favorite makeup products that I use on a daily basis is a video that I absolutely have to do, because I think I would have so much fun doing that video. So next up, I've had this mascara recommended by a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine. So I bought it previously and I didn't like it. So, you know, honestly, I thought maybe just our preferences in mascaras are different. So I ended up returning that one. And now that I've been hearing all over YouTube about this mascara, it's one of Allie's most recommended mascara, I want to say. Her other one is like the Thrive Cosmetics. So this is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Voluminous Mascara. And I just had to buy it again and give it another try, because I'm like, there's no way so many people love it and I didn't like it at all. So I repurchased it. And let me tell you, like, now I feel like the hype is definitely real. Like, it's a really good mascara. So I'm gonna put that on and show you what it looks like. The only thing that I don't love about this is how thick the brush is on this, because I like going on top first and then going from the bottom. And I tend to, like, I really want to get in there between the lashes, and I tend to get mascara all over my eyelids all the time. So this is it after one coat. I mean, I think the difference is very obvious. And I think it makes my eyelashes look so much longer than they actually are. But like I said, I'm getting ready for Zoom, so I feel like I need to take it up a notch. So I'm gonna put a second coat of it on. And also I'm gonna put just a little bit on the lower lashes. And just look at the difference between my eyes. First of all, don't the eyeshadows look so beautiful? And second of all, this mascara also looks beautiful. I absolutely love the way this turned out. I love the mascara. I think it makes my eyelashes look so long and just yummy. The eyeliner is so rich and glides on so smoothly and easily. I love that. And the E.L.F. Bite Size eyeshadow palette, I love it. I cannot wait to use the next one. So keep on watching. Alright, and we are on to the two final products. To begin, I'm actually going to start with the lips. And for that, I am going to use this Luxe Liquid Lipstick in the finish of Velvet. This definitely doesn't have the same sweet scent as the ColourPop glosses. And I always find that there's a little bit of excess on the applicator. So I just have to wipe it off a little bit. And I do start in the middle of my lips, just to avoid like the collection of the product on the edge of my lips. So here's what that color looks like. It does feel very velvety on the lips, so I think I will truly enjoy using this product. And now we're gonna move into the final eyeshadow palette. Again from E.L.F. This is another one of those bite-sized eyeshadow palettes. And here is that one. This one is called Hot Jalapeno. How beautiful is that? So we have 2 mattes and 2 shimmers. The deepest matte looks like a very deep green color. And then we have the gold and the other 2 green shades. So I'm gonna start off on a blending brush with that lighter green matte shade. And I'm trying to go in with just a little bit of it just because I don't know how intense this is going to be. And I will put that in my crease and blend it upwards. Okay, this is actually looking nice. I was just really afraid I didn't want to overdo it, make it look crazy. And I suppose you could use these shadows, you know, place them anywhere on the lid, depending on your preference. And obviously you don't need to use every single shadow in a look. I'm just really trying to see how they all work together. And also I want to try them all for you guys. Okay, so I decided to go a little bit higher because otherwise that shade is just hiding in my crease and you can't see it. And then we're gonna blend it out on the edge. You know, it seems like there is always an eyeshadow palette out there that I really want to get and try. It's just never ending, and these brands just keep coming up with these new eyeshadow palettes, and I mean it's a little bit of an obsession for me, I suppose. It's like I can't stop. It's one of those things that I could just never get enough of. Alright, so that's blended upwards. I always feel like right here, that's the darkest spot, and this is where I start with my brush when I first apply the eyeshadow, but it's actually looking nice. And for the shimmer shades, we're gonna do exactly the same thing as we did with the other eyeshadow palettes. So I'm gonna go with the flat brush and start in the inner third of the eye with that gold shade and kind of ending it at the crease. And now I'm going to continue in the middle of the lid with the green shimmer shade. Ooh, I like that one. It is lighter than I expected. It's sort of like a limey green, but it's looking very nice. So I just wanted to mention that there's so many videos that I want to do of different things, not just me like reviewing things, but more of how I do things just on a daily basis. And sadly, those plans have to be postponed a little bit. I just feel like I need to wait until we move into our permanent home before I do that. We are still renting, but hopefully within the next few months we are going to be moving again. So we'll see how that goes, but just know that I do plan on including some different videos in the future. And for now, I just have to like think of as many stationary with minimal backgrounds type of videos. I think this green shimmer shade is absolutely stunning. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more of that gold and help it blend out a little bit. These are really nice and intense, so I'm loving that. And now I'm just gonna top it off with the sponge applicator using the same shades. Just want to see if that'll make it more intense, or because I mean it is really, these colors are really intense with just a dry brush. I mean, I'm like impressed, but I just want to check if the sponge applicator is gonna intensify it even more, or I mean maybe a little bit. However, these are pretty intense with a dry brush. I'm impressed. So now I'm gonna go in with a smaller blending brush, and I'm gonna go in actually with the same shade that we put in the crease, just because I feel like the difference between the darkest color in these and that light green shimmer shade is going to be too, like, it's too big of a difference. But I do want these to, you know, blend nicely. Okay, and just using that same brush, I'm gonna make sure this is nicely blended, because now that green just disappeared on me a little bit. Now using my favorite brush and the darkest shade in the palette, we're just going to maybe go like at an angle. I just want to really darken up that outer corner. Ooh, these actually look really nice. Like that other palette that I did, the rose water, was like very light and delicate and more of everyday. But like this is like in your face intense. And now going in with this tiny brush, we are just going to replicate the upper lid on the lower lid. So this palette is definitely not going to be for everyone, not these colors, because if you don't do bright eyeshadow colors or greens in general, then obviously that's not for you. Alright, I'm gonna finish up the other eye, put mascara on and everything, and I'll show you the finished result. And here is the finished result. Wow. I did not know that I was gonna be that impressed with this eye look. It looks so good, I have no words to describe it. Obviously, not the palette for everyone. However, these little guys come in many different colors. I know there's more neutral ones, kind of like brownish ones. There's also purples. I feel like some of the shadows, like the matte, the lighter green matte, kind of took a while to blend out. But I mean, these are $3, okay? So with that being said, look at how intense these are. I absolutely cannot believe it. I absolutely didn't expect for me to love the green on my eyes that much, especially since it's like an intense, bright, kind of in your face type of greens. But then again, the outer corners are darkened by the darker shades, and I just cannot say enough about this. Okay, as far as the lip, I actually really like, I'm looking in the camera right now, and I really like this shade on me. Anyways, I really like this, and I hope you like it too. Alright everyone, that is it for this video. I hope I didn't chat your ear off. I really enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed sharing with you guys the makeup that I bought. I mean, makeup is like the one thing that I can never get enough of. Honestly, in my ideal world, as of right now, I would be getting PR boxes of all the makeup so that I could just try everything and like share it with you. So unfortunately, that is not happening as of right now. Although who knows, maybe someday in the future that would just completely be, wow, a dream come true. Seriously. I mean, if I'm passionate about anything that I could share on videos, it is makeup and like all makeup related stuff. And I just want to try it all. I want to buy it all, and I can't right now, but I hope you did enjoy the mini Ulta haul, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.